Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Browning Paranormal channel. I'm Casey, head researcher and investigator of Browning Paranormal. And when I posted my 2025 gear overview, there were a couple comments, and I have followed up on some of them. I did get a K2, or an EMF detector meter, and I also picked up an SBox from ghoststop.com. I have it here in my pocket. Booyah. So the S. If I say Xbox, I mean SBox throughout this entire video. But just want to go over a couple things. This SBox is one of the most popular ghost hunting pieces of equipment that you can see on YouTube, or that you do see on YouTube. Everybody uses them. It's as popular as the phone apps that people have. And if you're not familiar with it, all the SBox is an AM/FM radio that's been modified to continuously sweep through frequencies. And there's a lot of different ways that people use this. One of the ways that people use it is just for direct one-on-one or multiple-on-one communication from person to spirit through the changing of the stations. There's also, of course, the Estes Method of communication, where one person is denied their sight while only being allowed to hear what comes through the SBox. Between those two, I think I would prefer the Estes Method, just because it removes a lot of the confirmation bias of communicating. Like, you think, as the person asking the questions, you think you hear something that would constitute an answer to your question. And if you're cycling at, like, let's say 60 frequencies a second, or I'm sorry, 60 frequencies a minute, or faster, 120, something like that, your mind can play tricks on you in that white noise. In theory, that is where you hear the spirit communication. Of course, it also depends on your general location, what kind of radio frequencies are nearby, or what kind of radio stations get picked up by radios nearby. And there's also the fact that some a little less than modern cars are equipped with aftermarket FM receivers and transmitters used to communicate between your phone's Bluetooth and your car's radio. That's just something I don't think I've heard anybody talk about, is how these things can be tricked. If you have 3 or 4 of those all linked up to the same either auxiliary or Bluetooth connection, and they're all transmitting on sequential frequencies, in theory you could fake a message through a spirit box. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm very impartial. I want to use these pieces of equipment not only to actually go through and do an investigation, but also have fun. And you're not going to have fun if you're faking everything. Like, I don't want the debunkers to show up and start tearing at me. This thing will not be used very frequently. However, it will still get used, because I've seen some very interesting results with it, especially through an Estes Method. I, as somebody who's on the fence and trying to collect information about all of this, I'm going to come at this a little bit of a different way. I do not believe the spirits actually communicate verbally through radio frequencies. However, one other way you can look at it is the coincidental timing of words and phrases spoken through radio signals, radio stations, when you are asking these questions. So 99 times out of 100, it's not going to make sense. If the person who's under in the Estes Method, or the person who has the blindfold and the headphones on, if they say something that connects with something that you're asking, it's either a coincidence or it's something that could actually happen. Or it's either a coincidence or that is communication. Now let's actually get into the SBox. So, it's shiny. It's nice and shiny. I received an open box deal that they had on it, and some minor scratches, wear and tear, but it came with all the cords and the battery installed and everything, and it's really nice. What I didn't know is that it has an onboard micro USB recorder, so it records the audio. So the whole thing about running a Spirit Box through my digital voice recorder and then to the headphones, completely null and void, because it's built into the SBox. Now, another cool thing I didn't know it had, it's got a flashlight on it. That seems like a neat waste of the battery in my opinion, but in a pinch, say all of your batteries and your flashlights are dead because somebody didn't pack more than one flashlight, you do have an emergency backup. Now there's no way to program channels in this. It just sweeps the entire available frequency, minimum to maximum, and then it restarts at the minimum, goes up. It also goes backwards through the recording. So that's cool. You can also play, oh, you know what? There's that too. You can play back on the device. You can play back recordings. Now, I'm not sure off the top of my head if the recordings are saved as like MP3s or if they're saved as some kind of proprietary file extension. They're probably not, just to keep down the cost, which these are already expensive. Like, these are not cheap devices to have. Let me pull up the actual price on Ghost Stop right now. $80. I'm sorry, it's $90, but it's on sale right now for $80. And I bought this as an open box, so there you go. Very budget-minded channel here. I don't know. I cannot entirely bring myself to trust a device like this, and I especially cannot bring myself to really trust somebody who I don't know conducting an Estes Method, or like going under in the Estes Method, because if they can hear you ask the questions, they can just give you bullcrap answers. The recording on the device helps with like debunking that specifically, human error and stuff like that. But yeah, I have a few clips of some Spirit Box sessions I've done with my parents and with friends, a friend, that I'm going to throw up here. Enjoy the rest of the video. Like the video. Comment on the video. What are some other devices that I should look into in the near future for paranormal investigation? Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to get notified every time I upload or make a post. I'm also on Patreon and Reddit and Instagram. Just check out all my links. They'll be in the description of the video. Subscribe here, like the video, leave a comment, turn on the notification bell, And I will see you guys next time. Enjoy the montage. Dun 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 dun.
Ooh, I can actually stand back a little bit. That's nice.
Yep. All right. You ready?
Yep. Just say, wow, that was quick. We have a lot of radio stations around here.
Yeah.
Good music.
So I haven't actually done one of these either.
Yeah.
Figure it out together, I guess.
Yep. All right. Whatever.
Close the antenna. Maybe that'll help get less radio stations.
Is anybody out here that wants to talk?
Yeah, is there anyone out here that wants to talk to me?
Friedrich? That hi was weird. Say hi.
Did you?
Who are you? Why are you trying to put bad thoughts in my head all the time?
There's a lot of questions. What's your name?
Can you turn it up?
Yeah.
You try it on AM?
Even if you get something, you don't know if it's the station or not.
Playback. Scanning FM.
I don't actually know how to change it between AM and FM.
Well, it's scanning. What if we just leave it right there? Or it doesn't work, huh?
I have a problem.
Well, yeah.
What's your problem?
Is there anyone here?
I just heard Jesus. And I agree with that. Jesus is everywhere.
But that could have been a Jesus radio station.
Honestly,
There are biblical stations.
but it's like, it's what you hear through.
There's multiple channels. So as we're hearing it, it's going through 3 different channels. If you watch, when you hear something,
Well,
Yeah, they say that on TV all the time. It goes through multiple channels.
so like Jesus, but by the time Jesus came through, it was like 3 different channels.
so what a lot of people don't realize about broadcasting over like long distance radio, you're transmitting on more than one channel.
Yeah.
You're translating over a spectrum and like a direction. That was clear though.
What did it
Whatever.
say?
I don't know. Is that Obama?
Is there somebody here? Are you good or bad? Are you happy? Well, and sometimes even in radio stations you can get the same frequency, you know, like,
The same station goes over 2 or 3
Yeah.
different channels.
so that's,
What we can do. Maybe. Oh.
good song.
Okay, so this is as fast as it scans.
Do you want to say hi?
Hello.
Hello, thank you for saying that, if that was you. Do you like our chickens?
That sounded like there was something over the radio station.
What's your name? Do you like picking up leaves?
Another guy.
Why do you give Dad bad feelings when he's standing outside?
Do you know our names?
What's your name, Nicole?
I
Huh? Yes?
don't hear. Something whispered.
That was weird.
Do you want to tell us something? Do our dogs bother you? What is our names?
And we're going.
I don't.
Are you connected to the woods?
guys.
How many people died on the property?
Jeez.
That was Dad farting. That's a debunk.
I had Mexican.
How many people died on this property?
Two? More like 13?
Did she just say Captain Kirk?
You can't tell it's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, that's a spirit box.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It just works so much better on TV
Well,
Well, they're out
That's-
in places.
that,
that
don't,
don't
have, signal. Yeah.
radio signal,
Yeah.
yeah.
You got to read up on that and see if there's a way you can cancel out certain stations.
I don't know about cancel out certain
Okay, I'm gonna go take
stations,
this.
but I gotta figure out how to swap it over to AM. Because that's mostly static.
Yeah.
You alright?
Yeah, I just got to pee.
Oh.
You know how it goes.
Alright.
Gotta pee. Gotta pee. Well, you can keep